Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Calvin Sneed in for Latrice Curry. New today, investigators have identified the man who shot and killed two people at a Texas church before he was killed by church security. Police say the shooter was 43-year-old Keith Thomas Kinnunen. They say he had a criminal record in Tarrant County, including charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon back in 2009 and theft of property back in 2013.
In response to the tragedy in Texas, a Grundy County pastor says he's glad that, like his own church, the church in White Settlement, Texas, had all hands on deck.
Channel 3's Travis Cummings sat down with him to see what his congregation is doing. He joins us now in the studio with more. Travis.
Well, Greg, Calvin, Living Water Independent Church in Tracy City has every member on board when it comes to protecting themselves and their house of worship. One pastor told me he's glad this shooting is gaining attention for not just the lives of the two victims or even the shooter, but for the heroes inside the pews. Shocking live stream footage captures a gunman opening fire at a Sunday service in Texas, immediately knocking one person to the ground. But the video also shows brave and trained members of the church's volunteer security team firing back and killing the shooter.
It just brings back to my mind and the importance of having our congregation prepared for an event like that.
Clint Schrumm's a sheriff in Grundy County and serves as associate pastor at Living Water Independent Church in Tracy City.
And when you see that unfold in a church that's got that many people, you understand that it could have been a lot worse than it was had there not been an armed parishioner there.
He says these days saving lives has two meanings.
Every church wants their church to grow. Every church wants people to come. And so churches have to be ready for that in houses of worship this day and time.
Schrumm tells me the department's created a program used by this church and many others in the county, teaching congregations to identify first.
We want to know who is there faithfully, what is it that they can do, or where is it they can stand or look or watch to see somebody coming to the church that kind of causes them a red flag, if you would.
And then to act.
How do you approach those people? Where do you engage those people? Can you engage them before they get into the congregation? Can you engage them outside?
In a political climate where whether or not guns should be allowed in church and other public areas remains a question, Schrumm says, like the church in Texas, he and his congregation are choosing to stay alive.
It's good to carry a concealed weapon, but know how to use it and be sure you're trained on what happens or what to do in the event you have an active shooter.
And Schrumm tells me he actually received a call from a church this morning asking for the department's help in implementing a plan and urges others to do the same. Reporting in the studio, Travis Cummings, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Travis, thank you.